Welcome to Hogs of War League week 5? I think it's week 5, I can't remember. We got Angurio and Iron Fox, and I'm joined by KB in the commentary booth.
Howdy folks, nice to be back.
Let's actually start the video. Why hasn't it not gone away? There we go.
Okay, so we're kicking off on Dusty Ridge, I believe. Didn't get a look at Angurio's lineups there, but Fox is he's going with the couple, starting off with the Medic and the Gren, and then going for some pretty strong poison strats. Well, look at it with 2 scouts and 1 sapper.
Angurio had the couple as well, but I didn't catch what else he had.
Right. Okay. I guess we will find out once we get into it. Yeah, I think poison strats going to be interesting here. I mean, this is in fact the map of the spies, at least a beta version of it anyway, from the campaign. This being the I Spy level, usually packed out with very irritating spies who like to waste time being invisible and doing nothing useful. But who knows, maybe Fox has taken some inspiration from that.
Good old map 18. I can't bloody stand this map.
It's not, well, actually, it's a strange one. On paper, it should be fairly dull kind of affair, but I think because it's so difficult to get around, because there are some quite decent crates, it's actually ended up being a more interesting map than you'd think at first glance.
Yeah. And that is perfect spawns for Angurio. Medic right in front of him.
Yeah, just as I talk about it being a hard map to get around, the Medic's right in front of him anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Standard start, the one that we've all come to know and hate.
Yep. Standard mode and stuff, and we're probably going to see Angurio go find Fox's Grenadier, I imagine.
I imagine that we probably will, and a Grenadier with a mine is a very scary proposition. That's up to, well, over 100 damage in a turn if you can place it properly. Looks like the Gren is just ahead of him there. Very, very lucky with these spawns. Not been difficult to find his marks at all.
No. Nicking all the crates. Gets both
mine
crates.
Go for the other mine. Oh, okay. So I guess he can try and body block this scout and go for a bit of a long-range cluster. That's a little bit risky, but it is Angurio.
Interesting strategies going on.
Oh, and he's let that go very, very short. Perhaps overthinking it a little there.
Yeah, not a great cluster. 27 damage with a cluster.
Might as well have just got the grenade launcher out. Yeah, I think Angurio, I can see what the point of it was there. Try and, protect the Grenadier, but if you can't do any sort of damage, then, yeah, perhaps trying a little too hard there, maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, he has protected his Grenadier anyway, so it's not all lost, because there's not a great deal Fox can do at the minute to the Grenadier.
Yeah, so who knows, he may come back for some deadlier stuff later on, but yeah, for now, just plays it safe. And now Fox repaying the favour on this sapper down here.
Yeah, because Angurio, with that body block, with the Moma at the start and that body block, has protected his Medic and his Grenadier really well. Oh, we get to see the rest of Angurio's lineup now, so he's got a scout in third.
Yep, certainly seems so. And that cluster there right at the edge of the map, I was scared he was going to fly off the edge of the map with that turn. It was certainly very possible, but the cluster just did the stay in the air and drop routine. Yeah. Here's Angurio going for a poison.
Yep, goes for the poison on the Gren. And focuses down the most dangerous pig on the map.
Yep, nicely done. No doubles to be done there, so just goes for a nice old standard. Now what's Fox going to do? Probably looks like he's just hunting down the spies just had his turn.
Yep, just goes for, looks like a simple TNT.
Certainly looks like it, and maybe a little bit of body blocking if he lands next to the Grenadier, which wouldn't be ideal actually, because, well... Oh, no, not quite anyway.
Not quite. Pretty close, but not far off.
Yeah, actually would have been quite handy for Fox if he could have got that body block going, because then his Grenadier would be more protected, but no, just stand a bit of damage.
Yeah. So, Angurio with his sapper.
Yep, heading to the same area. Seems like everyone's just going up this side path and all variously blasting each other. But, here we go. Where is it? No, I can't find it. Never mind. I was going to do some soundboard shenanigans, but no time. So we just see the shrapnel! And that was a biggie. Was that a 70?
A 70, yeah.
Yeah, Angurio, not only is he one of the top mortar players, I think he's become the shrapnel king now. It's a little frightening, the things he's capable of on a standard day.
Yeah, he's become good with them. I can't.
Caster as well.
Yeah, I need to get good with them.
Seems pretty much essential these days. I know there's a little bit of debate in the community about whether it's a good thing or not. I mean, it sort of just is what it is. Personally, I kind of like it. It adds a bit of drama to matches, but I can see the frustration of some where a massive shrapnel randomly can decide the course of a whole battle, you know.
Well, it happened in a Pin and Axe Spice game. It was on the final turn, but it was like you can take out any pig with a single shrapnel.
Yeah, it happened to Mephisto v Nicholas, I believe, as well, where Mephisto was on the back foot, got a 110 shrapnel, and that's it. Nicholas was completely turned around from then on. I mean, it's a skill to get it right, certainly, but I mean, a 50 and a 110, it's kind of not the thing you can exactly get right every time. So, yeah, I can sort of see the point of the debate.
Yeah, I think Axe Boy's one on pin was a 130. I see there's just I see there's just medic sniping happening now.
Yeah, which is a good move. I'm a big fan of that. You've got to take out the enemy medic as soon as possible. So Fox making a good decision there, I think. In fact, Fox and Angurio generally, I think, are two of the strongest players in the whole of this year's league. Possibly ADB, who I think has a good chance of taking the whole thing this year. But yeah, we're seeing two of the top level guys really smashing each other on the head today. Yeah,
well, Fox is the current league champion.
He is indeed. Angurio's had many chances in the past. Who knows? Maybe this year will be his too. But I mean, in Group A, the competition is insanely fierce.
Yeah, it's pretty fierce in your group as well.
It's been more fierce than I expected, certainly. It's been mixed results for me so far. Now, this is a risky move. Oh, going for the skip turn on the Grenadier there. I can see what the point was, but just kills him and damages his own lad in the process. Yeah, that was a bit of a risky one.
But almost worth it just to take the Grenadier out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he is at least dead, but yeah, not only missed opportunity, but some self-damage there as well. Not the smoothest game for Angurio so far in some ways, but I only say that when, with the level of play these days, every mistake really does count. Even the small things can trip you up for a whole game, so yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out.
It's got to the point where all you guys who are in this league have gotten that good that any small mistake throws your game.
Yeah, when you say all the guys, I think you mean most of the guys. I'm not sure. But anyway, back to the game.
I think it was a 50 shrapnel just then from Fox.
Yeah, 50 becoming the absolute standard now. Any less than that's just embarrassing a lot of the time.
Interesting to see Fox using shrapnels because I don't think he's the biggest fan of them.
Yeah, he's not a fan, but he is quite good at them when he gets them out. Same with mortars. I know he doesn't like mortars, but he's proven himself to be pretty deadly with them when he wants to be.
Yeah, well, we'll see that in Game 2, I imagine.
We will indeed. More medic sniping going on as well, this time from the other side.
Yep.
With Angurio still maintaining the MoMA advantage. So as things settle down into the mid-game, what have your opinions of the league been so far, Ant? Because it's been pretty intense so far. I know you've been enjoying it both as a commentator and a spectator. What have you
I've been really
thought of
enjoying
it so
this
far?
League. I don't know, because looking at where everyone is, it can go all kinds of directions at this point. It's been really fun to watch. It's been really fun to commentate a lot of it. But I feel like so many players are in with a good shout of getting to the playoffs. I think so far, only one player's been confirmed eliminated. Everyone else still has a chance. So it'll be interesting to see at the end of the next couple of weeks. Oh, I see self-damage from Angurio and a 30 shrapnel.
Yeah, just so I was calling him the shrapnel god, that was not one of the smoothest. But yeah, good to get your thoughts there on the league. I have to say it's been intense, really, really intense. Some really amazing high-level play, and I say that considering I think most of the guys haven't been practicing super hard either, so it's all just been proper muscle memory, off-the-cuff kind of stuff. Really, really good to see though. And this is a risky snipe from Fox there. Yeah, and it opts to just go for the medic sensibly in the end. I think not a bad shout.
Decides not to be dangerous, just takes the medic out of the game. But
yeah, I'm not sure if the guy in the distance there was a skip set up on him or something. I'm afraid I was a little distracted by reminiscing over the tournament. But yeah, sensible move just to get rid of the medic. And as you can see, the health bar is still very even. A bit hard to call still at this stage.
Yeah, I think though, if I'm not wrong, we might see the medic now skip their go if I work my numbers out properly. I think Angurio set this up for a skip. Oh, not quite. Still got way more health than I thought.
Yeah, maybe another turn. Oh, and look at that perfect use of the terrain for a double there. That was swish.
Does get a very nice double, but it's going to be undone.
It is indeed. I mean, at the very least, that way you can waste the medic's time by making him go and heal someone, but yeah, it just cancels out any damage done.
Looks like they went with the same lineup, just in a slightly different order.
Yeah, I think you're right. Might be right now. Now we look at it. Yeah.
Angorio's got his 2 scouts. Yeah, it's the same lineup, just a slightly different order.
Aha, that might explain why it's been so even so far. We've seen very sensibly there, tranking the Grenadier. Get the next deadliest guy tranked up if the medic's already down.
Yeah.
So what's Fox's Sapper gonna do? Try and get a big shrapnel on this scout, I think. Try and eliminate the poison from the game. Scouts being very deadly late game pigs.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do. Oh yeah, looked a little bit short there. And more self-damage too.
Only a 30 and a 13 on himself.
Yeah, pretty much a mirror of Angurio's dodgy shrapnel a little while ago. Yeah, perhaps the nerves starting to settle in a little bit now for the guys. Easy to get nervous on these sorts of maps, I find. It's really, really, you got to be so precise and not make any mistakes.
Yeah, where there's not a great deal happening on the map as well. It all comes down to little things like self-damage make a big difference.
Yeah, definitely quite tense, these sorts of games.
Fox just going for like solid, stable damage all the time though, which I quite like actually. Like, nothing fancy, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, I would say that's a good way to summarise Fox's playstyle, really. It's very unflashy, but very, very effective. Just does good solid turns every time, works out his turn orders really well, doesn't try anything over the top, and it does work for him really well. A bit of a slide there for Angurio.
Angurio deciding he didn't want to be on the hill. He's trying to get he's trying to get level with the pig.
And go for another big shrapnel. He's quite close though. If this doesn't go over the head of the pig, it could be more self-damage. But was that a 90?
I don't know. Was that a 70 or a 90? One or the other.
I think that might have been a 90. God blimey heaven.
That was a 7. He was on one. That was a 70. He was on 115.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I saw another set of 20 there coming out of the pig's head after the damage, but no, never mind. Still a very good one.
Fox going for a random head jump for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, whether it's a flex or just to get that extra 1 damage, we'll never know. But yeah, putting on a show for us at least.
I love it when it happens. You just see random head jumps happening for no good reason.
Yeah, every little helps, I suppose.
Fox have got a
more
full health scout over here.
Yeah, that is a pretty scary pig that Angurio is going to want to do something about very soon. And actually, we can see the health bars swinging perhaps a tiny bit in Fox's favour, but it's still anyone's game. This is real tit-for-tat stuff at the moment.
But I think we're now going to see the medics skip their turn because they're on 35.
Let's see. Yep, perfect time to skip.
Going to damage his own Gren in the process, but...
Yeah, I think the thinking was there to put the grenade in between them to split them up so that he wouldn't do the extra 20 when he dies, but...
An extra 11.
Yeah, pretty much unavoidable. But yeah, at least his Grenadier is 11 health and below poison range. If you're 16 or above, then you're liable to skip a turn, but no, Grenadier is just low health and not going to skip. Oh, and the mines, I forgot all about these.
Yeah, this Gren's still got mines. But I sense
this probably could swing around.
Will be the Gren's last turn.
Probably will be, yeah. This going to go away with a bit of a last hurrah. Oh, we're not able to maximise his damage on the last turn, but worth it for another skip. So, okay.
Yeah.
Things starting to turn around a little for Angurio now.
Doesn't need to, you know, go for any fancy cost when you... I'd say the skip turn is better than damage. Without
100%, yeah,
always over the skip as well.
Well, at least that cancels out his own skip a little. That's probably a necessary bit of damage limitation there. Oh, and Fox's sniper not looking the healthiest. 25 health does put him in skip range.
Yeah. One punch away, and all Fox has got is his 2 snipers now. One of them is still full health.
Yeah, looks like Fox going for a nice double poison here to kill the medic and make that sapper a very, very sick man. Or hog, rather. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Oh, a little bit shallow, maybe, but... just rolls across around the boots.
The boots save him. Yeah,
save around the boots. Does happen a lot.
Gets the kill on the Gran.
And the sickly sapper now taking his turn. Yeah, but still very closely matched. Could go either way. Oh, it's getting tense. Picking up those mines very sensibly.
Yeah, see, with that mine, I'd be tempted just to put it... Actually, no, because the sapper's not next. The scout's not next, so it's this scout next.
What do you reckon? I think Angurio's going to have to look at taking out his own sapper here. He's just going to be too much of an easy target for turn skips and things. Oh no. Decides to fight on.
He's dead on 15, so it's not like Fox can punch him to get the skip.
Ooh, the juicy out of bounds kill!
An out of bounds kill on a full health scout.
That is an enormous move. I mean, in retrospect, it was kind of obvious that could happen, but wow, what a loss.
Well, from speedrunning the edge of this map, there's basically the whole edge of the map is out of bounds. Because when you speedrun this level, Fox going for the hide strategy.
Yeah, which honestly I think is about all he could do in these circumstances. God, what a turnaround though.
Yeah, as long as
that would have been a very close game up until now, but I mean, Angurio just masterminded those last couple of turns.
You know, it's like in speedrunning, you basically walk around this map with a super shotgun, hoping the spies don't hide and just blasting them all off the map. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's on 5 health. He can't kill both at once.
No, I mean, let's see. If he could somehow miraculously, even limping, get 5 head jumps, which is possible if he doesn't jump straight over his head.
He does it again.
Oh, the angle's too steep. Oh, I think he's running out of time. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Just not a tough time and not the angle, but... Oh, I like the thinking.
Yeah, it was a
Man,
good
what a close finish.
I love how Fox hasn't given up either.
No, still... Well, say he hasn't given up.
Fox knows it's over.
Oh, well, that was quite a game, it must be said. Pretty much, limited mistakes on both sides, but ultimately it was that placement and that out-of-bounds kill that swung it around for Angurio. Good job there.
That TNT on a full health scout is just insane. That is.
We're moving on now to... Is it Bridge the Gap, I believe?
It is Bridge the Gap we are moving on to.
Let's do it.
We'll see you guys in game 2. Welcome back, everyone, to Angurio versus Fox. Oh, that's disgusting, KB.
Damn, what was that? Oh, you disgusting man.
That was you, man. Yeah, we are on Bridge the Gap, and we see Angurio's line up there. Let's start the recording again. There we go. Go away, you stupid bar thing. There we go. The bar comes back at the bottom of the screen. I can't get rid of it. I'll just hope it goes away in a minute. Yeah, we see... I didn't see their lineups because I was too busy trying to get rid of the damn bar.
No, so Angurio going with 2 paras and then I believe a scout and 2 gunners, which I think is a pretty good lineup for this map. This is the sort of map where gunners are really, really handy. So if you see them as a weaker class, then this is a good map to quote-unquote throw them away on. Not that I see them as a weak class, of course. They are the superior class, the OP class, of course.
Yep, we see Fox going first, bringing a sapper to Bridge the Gap.
It's not a bad idea either going for this sort of strategy with a short-range pig, because you can always pick up mortars for long-range firepower. Yeah. And if the enemy does decide to come over to your side, you can just say, come at me, bro, because you've got shrapnels and TNTs and all sorts to use against them. So, yeah, they're a good, actually a surprisingly handy class to have on a map like this. Now, has Fox prepared this shot? I'm going to guess yes, because we know he hates this map, and in his way of getting around it, he decided to just master it completely by knowing all the sort of prepared shots and everything. So, yeah, they look like a prepared one and a very, very good one at that. Destroys the crate and gets some very, very heavy damage.
Well, where a lot of the good players looked at this map, they kind of solved it.
Yeah, which in a way is kind of sad for me, because Bridge the Gap was always my favourite map, but I feel like it's just been, like a lot of the maps now, it's been a bit too broken. I feel there's too many prepared shots, and it's yeah, become not quite what it used to be, but still a great map nonetheless.
Yeah. Like as a speedrunner, like finding setups and stuff is what I'm good at. But in a game like this, I don't bother.
No, I like to just go in gung-ho with all my shots, really. I like to practice a little bit for maps, but not to the point of preparing shots and things. I simply do not have the patience or the knowledge for that sort of thing. I'm far too dumb to actually capitalise on it. But yeah, there we see the gunner picking up some roller grenades, Angurio with a nice, looked like an unprepared mortar, and now Fox hiding behind this other shelter. Not going in for the airbursts or anything just yet, unless he is about to. Yep, there he goes.
Jumps in there for him.
First try as well.
It's the ones on this side you can jump in.
Ooh, that looked quite close to the blimp, but he's got away with it. Nice shot, another 48. Yeah. Oh, look at the bunching up! Although one of them will move now. Yep.
Yeah, more prepared shooting going on. And Angurio going for the invasion.
That's bold these days. I feel like the meta for this map swung around from defensive to invading and back to defensive again this year. So, let's see how it goes. Knocking the power down, which isn't the most important pig to knock down. They can just fly out of the trench again.
You knock the power down, though, the power's just going to get back out.
Yeah, there's quite a vulnerable looking power now, although it doesn't look like Fox has got a scout, so at least he can't be poisoned and be stuck there and made to skip. He is just going to have to be killed outright. Yeah,
there is no scout on either side, I don't think. I don't think either of them brought a scout.
I think Angurio did. Fox, it looks like he hasn't, though. I'm pretty sure Angurio did. You can see the immense amount of preparation we've done, and very cleverly Fox jumping off the head of his own pig. That's become a bit of a signature move of his now, I feel.
Yeah.
These guys quite close together, but they are protected either side by the walls, so yeah, not as bad position as you'd think.
Yeah.
But look at this bunching up now.
Yeah, and that was quite a nice airburst as well.
Yeah, not too bad. Decent-ish damage. I was expecting a little more, but perhaps slightly overshot. Don't know if that bunching up was on purpose or not. I wouldn't be surprised if Fox did prepare it to that extent, because, like I say, he does hate this map, and he'll do anything he can just to, dominate it and move on. But, yeah, either way, made nice use of it there. So what's Angurio going to do now? Long-range poisons are a bit risky.
Can you even throw... Oh, he's just going to throw it into the pit.
Oh, yeah, the pit, though. They can bounce off all kinds of wacky angles here. That looks like it's just going to come off the wall. Yep.
It's going to roll back into him, like... No, it's not.
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and there it is. Nice. Yeah, that was looking a bit rough for a second.
That was looking a bit, for a minute. But yeah, now we see this power just come straight up to Angurio's side.
Yeah, I feel like, in a way, Angurio might have done him a favour, because that was quite a quick transition up to this side of the map. Gets a nice little jetpack away quickly, and has just enough time to get another shot away with his bazooka. If the sliding will stop in time soon, which it does. More doubles are we looking at here?
He's still got this bunching up happening. And we see the Iron Fox straight bazooka.
For a solid 66 damage. Very nicely done.
Gets the gun on the bridge.
On the bridge, but barely alive.
Yeah, 4 health already.
Angurio leaving the extra mortars for another pig, or is he? No, decides to go back for them, and I guess going to jump into the airburst shelter now. Oh, not quite. Second time lucky? Yep.
Yeah. Second time gets in there.
Now, has he been practicing this shot? It is possible to do these straight into the box shots now. Again, another reason I'm a little bit sad at the way the map's changed over time. It was...
yeah.
Oh, but doesn't quite master it anyway.
Just about...
Oh, no damage at all.
Nope. All landed outside the box. Yeah. Don't skip your turn, Fox.
One day someone is accidentally going to do a double input and skip their turn, I swear. That really will happen one day, unless it's happened already and I've missed it somehow.
You're doing well, Fox, but don't skip your turn. Don't get cocky.
You don't need to flex that much, mate. Oh, now is he knocking the... Yeah, I think he's knocking him next to the crate to get some extra explosion damage. If he can get this just right, this is going to be big. Fox is just becoming a bit unplayable on this map. Oh, lovely.
The crate. And knocks him down.
Down into the pit of despair. Yeah, this is going pretty nicely for Fox, I would say, at the moment.
Yeah.
Angurio still holding his own, but I feel like Fox has just destroyed this map now.
Yeah, Fox is being pretty ruthless here.
Still all to play for, but Angurio's going to have to be very, very precise and very, very careful with his picks for the rest of the game. Could be some potential double damage here, but with the wall in between the two pigs, there is a decent amount of protection. See how this one goes.
Yeah, like he might hit one with the mortar and one with the splash, but...
Going to be short though, I think. He might just get a 20 on one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the 20.
20 on the sapper.
Yeah, the health bar's showing a pretty strong side for Fox. In fact, it looks like he's sitting
comfortably
at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's not.
Hold on, I'm not sure. We have a shrapnel on our hands.
Too tempting. How is this shrapnel going to play out though? It's a very long range one. Oh no, going for the scout in the trench. Oh, that looks like it was going to be quite fruitful there, but not quite.
The drop down shrapnel. I don't think I've ever seen anyone try that, but
yeah, once or twice, but it's very hard to get any more than a 30 at that angle. Yeah, not sure what Angurio can do here. Fox has just absolutely dominated this map. It's funny, his least favourite map and the one that he's the most unplayable on.
Yeah, he has just got a turn skip, like that power was on 26.
Oh yes, very true. You're paying a lot more attention than me, clearly.
Yep, that power was on 26, so he has just skipped the paratrooper's turn, but... what else do you really do?
I guess an awful lot, really.
Just try and bombard your enemy, I guess. There's not really much other option.
No, not massively, and that paratrooper doesn't skip quite yet.
No, I think it's next turn? Possibly?
I think so, yeah. But, I mean, Angurio's got such a mountain to climb now. His pigs aren't in the best condition. I think this scout down in the trench is going to really suffer now if this airburst lands just right, but no, very overshot. That's the thing, really. Poison is the only thing that can turn it around for Angurio, but he's going to have to get up onto Fox's side as soon as possible and go for some doubles and triples if he wants to pull it back.
Yeah. Like, this paratrooper's now going to come out of the pit on 30 health.
Oh, and very nearly hits the bridge. God, I bricked it then for a second. I thought he was going straight into it.
So I thought he was going into that bridge.
Slight trick of the eye. It looked like he was closer than he was. Still doesn't knock down Fox's...
It almost looked like he went through the bridge.
Yeah, it was a bit of an optical illusion there. Right, can Angurio get the sapper down? That would be helpful for him. Yep, there he goes. Lefty 9.
But the jetpacks do spawn down there, I think. In a couple of turns' time?
Yeah, it should be. I thought it should have happened a little while ago by now, actually, but maybe the game's just been moving that quickly. I don't know, I'm just enjoying some good old-fashioned Hogs slobber knocker, admittedly not paying much attention to the ins and outs. Well, now how's this going to be? Fox is good at these shots. Sees the blimp off to his right, no threat.
Decides to go for the airburst instead.
I mean, if you do it full power, it's the same principle as a mortar. That looks like it might be a touch short, maybe. Oh no, a bit long, in fact. Just a 20, but it's something.
Yep.
He's going to have to use the whole turn to kill that measly little 8 health paratrooper now, though. Aha, now is Angurio's time to shine. Can he pull this back with some nice poison strats? It'll be difficult, but it's possible. Although choosing to stay down here...
Yeah, doesn't even bother trying to go up.
Oh, and very nearly misses that poison as well, but just gets lucky. There comes the other jetpack. Now, one thing we see quite often these days... Oh no, the skip for Fox, okay.
Yeah, there's the skip.
Maybe there is still a bit of a chance for Angurio. I mean, this guy's pretty healthy. Still protected in the shelter.
Yeah. But a lot of Fox's pigs are still very healthy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what sort of best for Angurio to do here, really, because his poisons are starting to run out as well. In fact, I think he might have used his last one just then, too, so...
I think he's got one more still.
Yeah, still not a done deal, but yeah, that's the thing with Bridge the Gap. It can be a bit of a slow burner sometimes, so I'll just have to maybe see how it plays out. One thing Fox is going to have to do is mop up these lower health pigs and use a whole turn to do it. Unless you can get something miraculous here. That should finish off the gunner. Didn't hear any pig squealing just then. The volume's quite quiet, but I'm going to guess that that's the gunner sorted. So now can he mop up the other 8 health power as well? If you could do it in one turn, that would be very, very handy. Looks like he can. Oh, nicely done. What about the gunner, though? Yep, he's down 2. Okay, that was very, very neat. I thought that was going to be a bit of a task for Fox to mop up those final pigs, but no, in one turn, best way you can do it, really. Use a jetpack, use a mine, use anything just to get them out of the way, so good job.
Yep. Gets it done. Angurio coming down here and taking the other jetpack.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he wants to get the skip on this guy and also take the others out of Fox's hands if possible, I suppose.
Yep.
Is that a good spot?
He doesn't
nicely
get the
done.
skip, though, I don't think.
No, you're right, actually, yeah.
Gets dead on the amount he actually needed for a kill and not the skip.
It is so hard to... Oh, that was very nearly a nice shot. Yeah, it's so hard to do less damage than you intend with a explosive weapon. So yeah, noble effort, but not really going to happen. That said, though, Fox's sort of a hard charging advance has slowed a little. The health bar's starting to come back a little more to the middle, although still in Fox's favour. Looking around very carefully for the airship.
Yep, which he can't see. It's probably right above him. It's there.
Whoa! Over the top of it, crikey. Another long-range airburst with less than optimal damage. Could have been worse, but...
Still, damage is damage, at least. You know, he's still doing it and it's not completely wasted.
Very true. Oh, okay, now this scout is pretty well loaded, and if you can grab a jetpack and maybe get up onto the other side and start poisoning, it might be a little late for that, but then again, it might not.
We've seen weirder things. But yeah, I think...
Well, indeed. This is Hogs of War, after all.
It's looking a bit bleak for Angurio, I think, but... One more
Has
poison
he got time?
left. Just throw it into the crate.
Yep, nicely done. I mean, it's still possible we can get that skip later on, but it's going to be a lot of work to do. If you can keep his scout alive, I mean, the scout's not on the best health, but he is fully loaded with all kinds of handy gear, so...
Yeah, but Fox now choosing to take the fight to the scout.
Yeah, I guess at this stage it's time to start getting aggressive and mop up rather than hiding away and whittling away, especially since his long-range shots haven't been quite so good the last few turns, so...
Yeah.
Yep, just going to annihilate this guy.
The thing is, with the health Angurio's picks, he doesn't really need to keep his distance and play it safe. They're all fairly low health. Apart from this guy on 140, but...
Oh, no! There it is! Oh,
it's always this map the blimp happens.
There's always some kind of airship shenanigans. Oh, poor Angurio. I think it's just not going his way, really.
I think, unfortunately, that might have sealed it for him a bit.
Yeah, I can fully respect the attempt to go out there on the extra damage with the crate explosion as well. Yeah, this is all starting to go Fox's way. So starting to go Fox's way. It's been going that way from the start, pretty much. Yeah, down the cliff.
Angurio had such a good start in game 1 as well, and it's all kind of gone to pot here.
As indeed. So I think we're pretty much guaranteed to go on to game 3, which will be upstream. Another very tricky map. I think that's one that requires a lot of cool-headed, high-level play to really get the best out of it.
Yeah, because
one I struggle with, certainly.
It's a very standard map. That's the thing. There's not a great deal going on.
It kind of is and it isn't. You've got a body of water to work with, explosive barrels to work with, and nowadays some quite interesting crates with the healing and things. So it's ended up being one that's kind of standard, which requires like good strategic thinking anyway. But now with a lot more added hazards and things, it's become even more complicated. So yeah, an interesting one certainly.
Yeah, I've just seen this gunner's loadout. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, he is one beefy boy.
And I think that's a kill on that guy.
Yep, scout is down. Just a matter of mopping up the remnants, and that will be it for Bridge the Gap. Yeah, I love this map, but I feel like perhaps it's been blown open a little too much now.
Yeah, where like I said earlier, it's almost been solved by the players, where they just know exactly where to put their mortars at the start of the map, and you can guarantee like 450s straight away.
Yeah, you know what? Solved is a good word to use. It's like, yeah, any of the inbuilt hazards in the map have just been got around so easily now that it's become a little bit broken.
Yeah. Like I say, where like Fox has worked out all these prepared shots, you can do a 50 mortar every time.
Certainly can. What are we going to see from Angurio here, though? Are we going to see a nice untrained 50? It's possible.
I mean, fair game to those who do it. I get why. Sticks it between them.
Nice bit of double damage.
But like, I get why the players do it. It makes perfect sense to me why they do it. Why would you not use what you have to your advantage? But it's like the MoMA. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I see exactly what you mean. All these strategies are entirely necessary to get a strong advantage over your opponent. But if you're a bit of a romantic, then you sort of think, yeah, I'm above such ignoble approaches to combat. I shall think entirely on my feet and do it entirely off my own back. But yeah, nobility doesn't necessarily get your results at the end of the day.
No.
Things like the MoMA and preparing shots, they are going to help you out. So
Yeah.
Just us being sentimental fools, I think, Ant.
Yeah, it's us being British.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's the obsession with fair play right down to our own detriment.
It's us. No, we're not going to use all these tools we have to our advantage. We're going to play it our way and the silly way.
Even at the point of, shooting our own feet off, death, destruction for our own guys. No, we shall play by the rules to the end, oh boy. Suddenly got the cogs turning here. If Angurio can get this just right and get a skip on this gunner and kill that paratrooper. Oh, can he do enough damage? It's not complete. No, there's no way he could get like a 80 or you know what?
That was close though.
That was kind of close. If he'd managed to get another 7 on that guy and skipped, I mean, it would have been a bit of a lost cause, but it might have just brought it back. That was, yeah, nice thinking at the end by Angu, but yeah, not quite enough, it turns out.
No. I love how Angurio has fought this all the way to the very end.
I like how Fox goes with a little bit of teabagging just before he finishes off that final shot. Most ignoble of him as well there. That's gloating. You shan't have gloating here. Not in my Hogs of War. But anyway, recovering my sanity slightly, that is another round done. This time to Fox as we move on to the very, very scary upstream.
Yep. We'll see you in game 3. Welcome back, everyone, to game 3 of Angurio and Fox. Please play the video, that'd help. So we see Angurio's lineup. Going with Med Sapper, Para Sapper, and a Para. And we'll see
pretty hefty.
Yeah, we'll see Foxes in a second.
Very similar lineups all the way through, it must be said. Fox substituting one of the sappers for a sniper, though, so he's going to be relying on that poison, which I think is a little less easy to pull off nowadays on upstream because there are a decent amount of healing items around.
Yep, and there is actually a poison gas crate on this map as well.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. I've forgotten about that, so I guess it sort of cancels out a bit. But yeah, the addition of the healing crates on this map, I think, have done... That because a lot of the maps have healing crates on them now. I feel like this map in particular, it's really elevated the strategy to a new level. You've got to be a lot more careful than you used to be able to get away with.
Yeah. And are we going to see... Oh, he's right behind him. Looking around for the medic and he's right behind him.
Yeah, big map this, but another nice, easy MoMA for Angurio, and there he goes.
Yep, gets the MoMA. But Fox will have a good chance to break this up later.
He will indeed. Angurio's just going to have to rely on big damage here. No poison strats for him unless he decides to pick up the crates. This is going to be all about the heavy hitting stuff. I'm surprised he didn't go for the pig on the island there, because he could have got some decent water damage on him, but instead decides to risk it with the shrapnel on the scout. Probably on balance worth it, because the scout is going to be the scariest late game pig.
Yeah.
That's at least a 50.
That's at least a 50. We won't know because we can't see Scout's health.
Yeah, not going to know for a good long while, if at all. But
and Fox is really good at hiding the health of his pigs. So we're probably not going to see that for ages.
Yeah, he's very good at that. But I still feel like this paratrooper on the little island might have been a slightly better target for Angurio, because the water damage potential was enormous there. I feel like it was maybe a little bit of a waste. Because now Fox, I mean, look, he's just going to do the same to Angu's... what's it called? Sapper, that's the one. Snapper.
He's going to bully this poor sapper. Going for his trademark straight shot bazookas and hits
but shoots the ground. I could see him adjusting it for ages at the last second.
Yeah. Adjusting your bazookas mid-power bar. Absolutely. Yeah. I never do that. I work out what I want to do before I touch the X button. Then I certainly the power.
Yeah, it's a fine skill to master, but yeah, I think it was fiddling for a bit long, but also the terrain is a little bit funky on this map sometimes, so
it's not all completely... I think there's not many, like, level points on this map.
Yeah, very up and downy, which means all kinds of potential for slightly wonky hitboxes. Angurio taking all of his time in this turn to get a decent bazooka away. That's a solid 39, not bad.
Yeah, nice jetpack and a nice bazooka. Pretty standard paratrooper stuff, really.
Yeah, pretty much. And it looks like we're going to see the same again here. Or is Fox going to go for the moment breakup? Nope, just going to go for the other power. I'm trying to think he might have had time to bunch them up or something, but now would have been a big ask. Just going for the damage is probably sensible at this point.
I mean, with the medic being up on the hill, it might have been worth it.
I suppose the medic could have slid either way, though. He could have slid down into the sapper or down into the into the red power. So yeah, but on the whole, just damaging the power is not the worst turn, I suppose. But he does want to start prioritising that medic soon. Oh, here come the shrapnels again. Going for the power that's just used up a whole bunch of his jetpacks. Probably not the highest priority target, but that was a 90 that time. 1 health. Good God, these shrapnels are getting too scary for my liking.
Yeah, and that's the power of shrapnel, because now Fox has just completely lost his paratroop, because all Angurio needs to do is jump on his head.
I think Fox feeling a little bit of despair there, maybe, but don't despair yet. Fox is one of the real late game masters. He can always turn this around. Yeah. Not with shots like that, though.
No. Does get a double yes, technically triple damage, but the body block is very much intact.
Yeah, that did not go all that smoothly, especially after the 90 shrapnel before. And in fact, I was talking about prioritising the right targets and whether that was really the best one, that paratrooper for it. But I mean, 90 damage on literally anyone is just incredible. So yeah, screw it. Just blast away.
That's about 3/4 of the health of most pigs in a single shot. It's absolutely devastating.
It is indeed. But is Angurio going to have time to get a good one away here? That looks like it could be a wet shot. Wet. Yeah. Okay, going for the poison gas. That's just going to bolster his current arsenal even more.
And Angurio's medic, I think, has the poison as well. Interesting, he's picked it up with his scout. Was that to stop it dropping later in the game, so Angurio can't pick it up?
I would say that's pretty much entirely it. It's just to take it out of Angurio's hands, because otherwise there really wouldn't be much need for it. Yeah, because looking at the health bars, definitely Angurio's favourite at the moment.
What is happening with that barrel as well?
I was about to say, did anyone else spot that really wonky barrel over there? No, we'll just ignore that. It's fine. There's nothing. There's no wonky physics in Hogs.
Yeah, so no. I spotted the wonky. It must have landed.
It's fine, it's fine. Don't even look at it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh dear, that's great. It's when it lands on a pig's head, the barrel almost becomes bouncy. It's really strange.
It is indeed. Oh, re-establishing that good old-fashioned bloody Momer and then taking out the paratrooper with a single head jump. Nice smooth turn. Ignore that. It's nothing. Everything's fine.
I want to see it detonator now because I want to see what it does. Oh
yeah, or someone to jump near it and it just blasts them out the map.
It nearly happened again because that nearly landed on Angurio's head and that would have been amazing.
You're quite right.
Do you reckon they'd plan this?
I'm going to say probably not, but I quite like the idea of it. I mean, the Angurio especially is a bit of a notorious troll.
Oh, dear.
What's this going to be? Oh, that was a big one. I saw a lot of 20s in there.
A 90 or a 110? It's killed him. I don't know what health he was on.
Oh, I can't remember what he was on. It wasn't. It was a fair amount, but it wasn't insane. I think that must have been at least a 90. I saw a whole bunch of 20s in there.
Yeah, I did as well. I saw a lot of that. I think that was a 110. But
good lord!
After this game, I'm gonna go because I have the video. I can look.
Yeah, I was going to say, everyone watching this will be able to pause it and see exactly what it was. We can do that as well, but we're not gonna. We're gonna carry on as though this is live.
Is he going for a trick shot?
I think.
Aw, way too short.
Yeah, way too short. I think Fox has given this one up. I think at some point, if you just don't have the NG or the inclination, then
no, that's exactly
just call it a day.
But you know, with this map as well, like it's the first turn advantage on this map is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, certain maps it's not such a factor, but here I really do feel like it is a big one. It's just become such a tricky map, this one. I really do. It's kind of hard to put your finger on exactly what it is, apart from the little things I spoke about earlier. But yeah, it's really not an easy one, and I think that Fox has just been a little bit caught out here. And Angurios has played really solidly. Yeah,
Angurio's had a very solid game.
Or more importantly than that, he's had very solid shrapnels. I think that's just the raw damage of Angurio has really been his major advantage.
Oh, Fox wants to play with the barrel now. Is he trying to
get
on top of it for fun? I want him to.
Come on, Fox, you can do it. You can do it. It's possible. Or is he just giving up?
He's just having fun now. He's just having a laugh.
Is he going to get any? Oh.
But to me, kind of, this is what the league is about. It's not always about winning. You know, like, sometimes you just got to have a bit of a laugh in your games, and I respect that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's crazy enough being able to play this PS1 game competitively with such a great bunch of people in 2023. So yeah, of course, you having a laugh with it is really the major thing. I know I've been inclined to take it a bit too seriously at times. I've been all over the place with my performances this year, but really, you just got to enjoy the company of good friends and the silly physics of this game. Nice to see.
And that's why I love this community. I love this game. Doing things like this is always a good laugh.
Oh, aren't we just so wholesome today, Anne? Aren't we just loving life? Aren't we just loving the lads? Bit of a heel sound effect for you there. Why not?
What? I don't even know what Fox... I don't even know what Fox is trying now. He's just...
Go on, blow up the barrel. Can you blow up the barrels with healing weapons?
I don't know. I've never tried.
I may could a medicine dart blow it? Oh, I don't actually know. Now I think about it. I mean, it wouldn't heal it, but would it actually count as damage?
I'm gonna load the ISO up and find out in a minute.
You're gonna have to just
I want to know.
Keep an eye on the comments. I'm sure one of us will let you know if we can be bothered to test it out.
I'm testing it out straight after this. No, we are going to blow up the wonky barrel.
I'm hoping the timing of that was good.
It was.
Well, unless Fox has got more tricks up his sleeve, I think it's just going to be, coming to a close very soon.
I think Fox has kind of given up a little bit, but, you know. It's not like he's just been damaging himself. He's had a laugh with it. He's been trying trick shots, having a bit of a mess about.
Yeah, just
And
just
that's what it's all about, really.
trying to get more barrel explosion shenanigans, which is good. So I like when the barrels come into play in a match, although this isn't quite the circumstances you'd want, but even so. More shenanigans, or just clean death? Yeah, more shenanigans. Boom!
Yeah, more barrel.
Nice. Right, any creative ways of finishing him off, Angu, or are we just going to call it here? Not the trank. Just let him die. He suffered enough.
Angurio doing some high-level troll.
That was not on purpose. I do apologise. I'm going to stop buggering around with the soundboard now.
Oh dear.
I meant to. I was going to say comfortably, but I decided I just pressed the wrong thing. Anyway,
are we now going to see a mental shrapnel to end the game?
Yeah, part of me hopes so, because it's clearly over. Let's just call this one a day. Come on, let's finish off with a.
We have a shrapnel on our hands.
If we go, whee! Oh, that was a big one as well.
That's a 70.
Oh, I was hoping for a 110 to finish it off, but yeah.
That was absolutely mental.
Right, now Fox is going to go for the health and drag it on a little bit. But yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, Fox, just die.
These two...
Die like the pig dog you are.
They're just trolling the commentators. That's what's happening. We're getting trolled.
Yeah, it's not like we've got anything better to do, like going down the pub in a few minutes or anything like that, but... Fun fact, if you heal the explosive barrel, it actually makes it do more damage because you kind of power it up. You see there, like, that explosive barrel is now 3 times as powerful as it was.
What was the reason for that? Other than
powering up the explosive barrel, like I say, you do a healing hands on explosive barrel and you power it up. So now this is going to do about 7 million damage and crash the game.
It's going to be a wet shot. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's going to be beautiful, in fact. And there it is. Nice way to finish. I think Fox realised early on that it wasn't quite going to go his way, and Angu was just too strong. So there we go. 2-1 to Angu. Enjoyable game, that.
Yep, and it ends on game 3 at 2-1. I need to update the right score. There we go. Score updated. Yep, and 2-1 to Angurio. I have no idea how that looks for Group A.
GG. Well, that was a game.